Jake here, hope you're doing awesome, and a quick little video to kick off your Wednesday today on one of the most common questions that we get asked here at PEPT, or that we face. One of the biggest problems that we face with our clients coming in is people lacking confidence, okay? And they're lacking, motivation and energy and all these things. And there's one thing that we share more than anything else to help with that, and it's super simple, so I wanted to share that with you today. And it's really simple. And I'm not sure if you knew this, but they've done studies on people's self-talk, right? What you say to yourself when you're by yourself. And they found that 75% of self-talk on average is negative. Okay, now if we're saying negative things to ourselves 75% of the time, it's little wonder that we lack confidence, right? And that we lack empowerment and the ability to go and get stuff done that we know that we need to do. And it's little wonder that we put things off and we delay them because we're unsure and uncertain, okay? So, when you feel empowered and you feel inspired and you feel confident, you get stuff done, right? You feel good about yourself, you go and work out, you eat the right foods, etc., because you feel good about yourself. So, if we're left to our own devices, we generally fall into negative self-talk, all right? And that's for many reasons, but we won't get into that today. Let's just get proactive with our self-talk, okay? And there's two ways to do that, or two ways that I found work really well and that I use every single day. Okay, so the first one is an I am statement, or an affirmation you might call it. So basically it's an identity statement. So I am what? Okay, so for example, you might say I'm an action taker. All right, you might say I'm a powerhouse. You might say I'm an amazing role model to my kids, and you might repeat that, or you will repeat that. Okay, if you want best results, you repeat it multiple times every single day. Okay, and that's going to help you override that negative self-talk, okay, and keep you in a good state. You can also use it as a state breaker. Okay, so if you're in a negative state, for example, or you don't feel like going and working out, you say to yourself 10 times in a row, I'm an amazing role model for my children, then all of a sudden you're going to be inspired to go and work out, right? So that takes a bit of work. And you need to do that regularly, and I would be starting every single day with a bunch of affirmations, a bunch of positive self-talk, okay? It's kind of like filling up the tank of your car before you go on a road trip, okay? Super important, because things will happen throughout the day that will, dent your confidence and your certainty about certain things. All right, that's the first one. And the second thing is really simple. Again, it's about asking great questions, okay? So, for example, one of the most common things that we help people with is coming out of a challenging time in their life, okay? And maybe it's time to, dig themselves out of a bit of a hole. So if you're facing a challenge, you can ask yourself a simple question, which is, how is this serving me? All right, how is this helping me? Okay, and you'll be able to come up with a bunch of reasons, because no matter what the situation is, it's teaching you something and it's helping you with something. Okay, and that allows you to see it in a different light, because ultimately our reality is nothing but our perception. Okay, and so with the positive self-talk and with the questions, all we're doing is changing our perception. Okay, so when we see what's happening in the world, okay, and we see what's happening in front of us every day, or whatever it is as we're going about our day, all that is our perception of what's actually happening. Okay, and if you're in a good headspace and you've been practicing positive self-talk and you've been doing all these things, then you're going to see a situation and you're going to be able to handle it. Okay, but if you've been down in the dumps rolling around these negative self-talk and negative thoughts all day, you're going to see that same thing and it's going to be an insurmountable obstacle. Okay, so reality is perception. So we all know that if we want to get a fit body, we've got to work out every day, we've got to eat the right foods every day, we've got to work for it. Okay, the same thing if you want to have a fit mind, you need to do the work. Okay, so you need to have rituals around it, just like going to the gym every day for your body. My recommendation is that you set 10 to 15 minutes every single morning to practice some rituals that help you get in a great headspace. And those rituals for me would be about reading through my goals and my story about the future, as well as my beliefs. Okay, so I've written down all of my beliefs. Okay, and I'll always add to that gratitudes and I am statements, just like we talked about. Okay, so if you want a fit mind, you got to do the work, just like if you want to have a fit body. So hope that helps, guys, and rip into it. That's your homework. Get a morning ritual happening so you can get these little things working really well. It'll make a massive difference, more than anything else in your life, if you can get that mind right. Do the work on that. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.